Ben & Jerry's just announced that they're boycotting Israel over the Green Line.
This came after the board tried to boycott all of Israel, but Unilever, Ben & Jerry's parent company, said no.
Yet Unilever had no problem supporting this partial boycott in the name of human rights.
While a private company is entitled to sell wherever they choose, there are a few big problems with their position.
First off, it's hypocritical when Unilever has no problem having factories in genocidal China, which is ethnically cleansing Muslims.
In Iran, which is murdering protesters and funding global terrorism.
In Russia, which has invaded and occupied other territories in Ukraine, Crimea, and Georgia.
Or in Turkey, which arrests and detains more journalists than anywhere in the world.
Second, it is arguably illegal, as 33 states in America prohibit boycotts of the state of Israel.
Third, it will cost Palestinians that works for Ben & Jerry's their jobs. Jobs which give them better benefits and higher income than under the Palestinian Authority. It's also forcing employees of Ben & Jerry's Israel, both Arabs and Jews, out of job. When faced with the demand to stop selling ice cream over the Green Line, Ben & Jerry's Israel said no. Now, Unilever will cut their franchise at the end of the contract next year.
The law in Israel forbidded you from boycott or discrimination of a customer. We don't want and we cannot say to part of them, we don't sell you because you live in a place that somebody else thinks it is wrong to be there.
This hypocritical boycott was pushed through by a few radicals for the sole purpose of smearing Israel, not for human rights. For example, Anuradha Mittal, the head of the board, also happens to have an obsession with extremist anti-Israel organizations and calls the existence of Israel a catastrophe.
Really, Unilever? That's where you're taking your business advice from?
You can choose to sell your products wherever you want.
But don't lie and pretend you're doing so in the name of human rights while still operating in China and Iran.